Hello, scribes of the extraordinary. Today we are going beyond entertainment and delving deep into the craft of storytelling. Today's topic is character setup. And with character setup, we're going to talk about character introductions, common mistakes, and the importance of motivation, and how to design interesting characters. So, first, let me paint a picture for you. Imagine it's a really dark night and this dash of wind crosses, jumping from rooftop to rooftop, and all these guards are chasing after this man as he's flying from tiled roof to tile roof, trying to escape, clutching something in his bag, and the guards are calling after him, trying to catch him. He dives off the edge, lands in a cart. The woman driving the cart just takes off, running the horse as fast as she can. And as soon as they are out of sight of the city and he's caught his breath, she settles in and says, "Hey, did you get it?" And he turns to her and pulls out this vial and is like, "We'll be able to save her." That is a character introduction, but I want you to notice something that I've done there. How do you properly introduce a character? You hook your audience. Showcase who your character is in the brief introductory moments that we have access to him. Are they a thief, like the example that I gave? Well, then show them in the middle of a caper. Are they a warrior? Put them in the middle of a fight. Is your character kind of doubt himself or is kind of insecure? Well, then maybe have him hiding or trying to be in disguise. The point is, pick something that screams who your character is in the couple moments that we have with them in their introduction. Character intros are so much fun, so enjoy experimenting. Now, here are a couple things that are common pitfalls and common mistakes when you start writing characters. First off is cliches. Cliches are tropes that we have seen over and over again that are done in a way that has been seen time and again. Cliches tend to be the first things that come to mind when you hear of a certain trope. Don't use cliches. They're uninteresting, they're boring, and you're smarter than that. You are intelligent. You are creative, so you can absolutely rise above the cliches. I believe in you. Another thing is doing something boring or unoriginal. Very similar to cliches. You want your characters to look and sound interesting. A lot of writers, when they start off, all of their characters look the same. All of their characters sound the same. And this comes with time, and this comes with practice, but I encourage you to really open your eyes to the world around you. Start looking around. Find the unique elements in the people that you come across. Do you see something interesting in a stranger? Maybe it's the way that they carry themselves or how they decide to wear all pink or something. But look at the world around you for inspiration on how to add uniqueness to your characters. Another pitfall, giving your character an unclear goal. Your character wants something. At least they should want something. They should be trying to go after something throughout the story. That's what the story is following a character through their journey of self-discovery or trying to find the relic or whatever have you. But your character needs a goal. Another pitfall is your character lacks a backstory. Do you exist in a void? No. No, you don't. You have a history. You have your childhood. You have your past. Even the most recent events will make up who you are today. Your history, your culture, your family background, your belief systems, all of these are your backstory that tie into who you are. Your characters need a backstory. Otherwise, it's just, here's a blank sheet of paper. That's my character. There needs to be some there's some depth in the background. Another big mistake is perfect characters. Have you met anyone ever who was perfect? I haven't. Flaws make us human. And being human is relatable. And that relatability is why we're drawn to characters. So it's okay. Give your characters flaws. Don't make them perfect. When someone appears to be perfect, they're hiding something. Now, that's a really fun way to write a character if you would like to, is if you have a character appear perfect, they're hiding something. There's a big secret that they do not want to be exposed. But your characters aren't perfect. They aren't flawless. No one likes flawless characters. Another mistake is stereotypes. Now, using an archetype or using a trope as a launch pad to create your character is a good strategy. We see them in stories all the time, all throughout history, in all different mediums. But the problem comes with stereotypes, which is an overgeneralization of one element that tends to focus on the negative traits of that trope or archetype. You don't want to use stereotypes. Stereotypes are very cliche, they're very boring, and depending on how they're handled, they can be very offensive. So you don't want to use stereotypes. All it takes is creativity, and you won't be there. Trust me. The final mistake is not giving your character clear motivation. Even if they have a goal, why do they want the goal? And that leads us into the importance of character motivation. Now, think for a moment. What does your character want? Let's look back at the example that I came up with at the beginning of this video. The thief stole medicine, a potion, whatever contents were in this vial. But we find out at the end that it was in order to save somebody. With that motivation, you can start thinking, okay, is this a friend? Is this a lover? Is this his little sister? Is this the princess of his kingdom? Is this just a client? And he's stealing this for this girl so he can make a big payday. These are all different questions that come about when you hear just a little bit about character motivation. Now, what does your character want and what drives them after that want? That is the driving force behind stories. Is your character wants something, and then they try to go after it, and they have a reason to go after it, and we watch them go after that. That is a story. Motivation is crucial to your character. I mean, are they trying to get home? Are they trying to save a friend? Are they wanting to go on this grand adventure and be like their uncle? Are they wanting to make the perfect sandwich? Whatever it is, everyone has something that they want. And this can be both long-term and short-term goals for your characters, but motivation is truly crucial to your writing and to writing good characters. So, we've talked about motivation, things not to do, how to introduce a character. But what makes a character interesting? How can you add intrigue and this fascination into the characters that you write? Well, it is very, very simple, my friends. It's one little word: depth. Go deep. Write compelling goals. Write relatable flaws and clear motivation. Give them a growth arc. Show their backstory. Go deep with your characters. Characters are interesting because they have such a vast richness of depth about them. Again, think about yourself. Think about people that you know. They are a culmination of their history and culture and beliefs and their experiences and how they're wired and who they've talked to and where they've gone and what they've read, what they've eaten, what they listen to, what they do for work, what they like to do as a hobby. People are a culmination of so many different facets of life. And that is what makes us beautiful. That's what makes you beautiful. That's what makes you interesting. So if you want interesting characters, add depth. Add depth to your characters because you are multifaceted. You're complicated and you're a culmination of all of the things that you have done and that you've experienced in your life. Give that to your characters too, and they will be incredibly interesting. So, we have our question of the week. What is your favorite character introduction? And how did this introduction reveal who they are? Oh goodness, there's so many good character introductions that I could talk about. I'm going to go with one off the top of my head. The character introduction of Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. There's this really big, powerful explosion of wind, and the two siblings are like, oh, about to fall over into the water, and then they just see this boy kind of climb over the edge, collapse, and then they go check on him like, are you okay? And he immediately asks them to play. He was introduced by being this really powerful, dangerous force, and it ends up being a child. That's his entire arc in one introduction. So again, what is your favorite character introduction and how does it scream? How does it reveal who they are? Well, my scribes of the extraordinary, that is all I have for you today. I look forward to our next encounter together as we continue going beyond entertainment, one step at a time.